So I hadn't been at church long, and I'd started getting this thing where I used to get a kind of prompt, a kind of push to pray for somebody or something like that. And I heard a voice say, somebody's going to get healed today. And I was like, oh. And I thought, does that mean I'm going to be used, or I'm going to see? And I thought that I just said, please, Lord, give me a sign, give me a prompt if you want me to do something. And they mentioned at the front something about, oh, we have our prayer team here. If anybody wants prayer for anything like healing, and as he said healing, I seen this woman kind of almost jump out of her seat. She sort of straightened up, and I just felt her, like her. That's it. And so I didn't know her. I'd never really spoken to her. I never spoke to her, I don't think. But she was married to somebody on the prayer team. I wasn't on the prayer team. And I went up to her husband after the service. Well, she wasn't around. I went up to her husband. I says, I believe that God's told me to pray for your wife. Because I said, is she needing healing for something? And he said, yeah, maybe, and he said she'll be down in a minute. So this woman comes up, and she's kind of like, they've got like a 9-year-old. She was like Northern Italian, I think, and she was like quite stern-faced, quite kind of like dark around the eyes, the face washed out, careworn sort of appearance, and a little bit kind of reserved, if you want to put it that way. And I said, I think that God's told me to pray for you. Are you needing healing? And she said, yeah, well, my back is bad. But she says, I don't think that's the problem. I think it's because I'm angry at God about something. And I was like, oh, right, okay. So, I was new. I didn't know what to do with anything. I didn't know anything. So I went, well, okay. So I says, well, do you want me to pray for you? She went, yes, I have to get my husband. And I went, okay. She got her husband, and he sat at the end of the pew, and then the little boy, and then her, and then me. And I just start praying for her. And I'm just praying a normal prayer that I probably would have done at that point in time. Like, please, would you, merciful God, please help this person, and da-da-da-da. And I didn't know what to say. And then I just felt a very strong sense to say, I went, release. Release. As soon as I said that, she screamed. She just screamed, and it was like a dam broke. It was like absolutely, totally like, whoa, like she was just gone. She was crying. Little boy was going, like, what's happened to mum? And the husband was like, what's all this about? You know what I mean? So that was really it. I sort of done it, and I didn't know what to make of it. I assumed something good must have happened, but I didn't know what I'd done. That's the word that came into my mind. Now I can work out what I'd done, but at that point I didn't, So I said, oh, well, may Jesus bless you. And I just went home. And then, like, next week, she comes through the crowd, like, at the end of the service. She's like, oh, hey, Gordon. It's like, she went, hey, brother, give us a hug. And I'm thinking, is this the same person? It's like, she gives me this hug, and she's going, so, yeah, my back is much better. She said, I'm feeling a lot different, yeah. And she starts talking to me about, what she thinks of the state of the church and this and that. And just amazing, just amazing. So I think that was healing and deliverance. That was a deliverance. I think, it all happened at once. But anyway, hope that blesses you.